Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and you're watching Mark Style Wrestling Aftershock Reviews. We talk about all kinds of cool wrestling programs because, yes, it's still real to me. Now, I don't have too much to say in terms of wrestling gossip. I do know that Ring of Honor's Punishment Martinez has been signed to go with the WWE. I believe he's going to start with NXT first instead of going to WWE like right off the bat. But yeah, we got a former Ring of Honor champion going over to WWE. We'll see how that goes. They still can't get Cody Rhodes, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and they actually tried to get Hangman Page, I think, but they've all turned them down. They did get Punishment Martinez. We'll see how it goes. And of course, as you guys realize, despite the Dudley Boys retiring, Bully Ray, Bubba/Bully Ray is still in Ring of Honor with his feud with Cheeseburger. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I've also been watching the Mae Young Classic, the 2018 edition, on some familiar faces, like the return of the former WWE Diva Caitlyn. It's kind of cool. We have Toni Storm, has like a very huge fan base, and notice how everyone like just rock the house. Like before they were announcing like, you know, about the potential of Mae Young Classic, the second one for 2018, everyone was saying that I hope that Toni Storm's in it. I hope Toni Storm's in it. So yeah guys, Toni Storm is in it. You guys can calm down. And also, Mercedes Martinez is also there. Apparently she made it very far in last year's tournament, so we'll see how far she goes in this year's tournament. And yes, I'm actually writing blog articles of each match, or you know, each episode of it. They're doing a new, like a big Wednesday lineup now on the network where you can watch 205 Live, the Mae Young Classic, NXT. I think it's 205 Live, NXT, and the Mae Young Classic. I don't know the exact order, but it's like a long block starting at 7 p.m. I think Eastern time. So yeah, a big Wednesday thing for you know, for the network now. You guys got like Raw on Monday, Smackdown on Tuesday, and you got this new lineup on Wednesday, and you know, whatever. But another thing is that Mercedes Martinez has a big rematch with Tessa Blanchard in the next Rise fight, the tournament match, whatever you want to call it. I know the part 9 was called Rise of the Knockouts. Part 10 is going to be called Insanity. So for Rise 10, Insanity, it's another 30-minute Iron Woman match for the title for the Phoenix of Rise Championship to see if Tessa can defend her title against Mercedes Martinez once and for all. But I also noticed that apparently Madison Rayne and Ginny are going to be fighting there too. And Ginny, well, both of them, Madison Rayne and Ginny, are both in the tournament. Ginny herself, spoilers alert, has already been like taken out of the tournament. So if you guys want to see her in action some more, it's kind of cool because she's in there too. So you get to see another match there. I have noticed in the Rise website that this newcomer, Zia Brookshire, I think it's Brookshire, Zia, whatever her name is. She's up-and-comer. She actually fought against Io Shirai, and I think she's one of like the big sign-ups for WWE, so we'll see how that goes. Zia is actually in the Rise website also. I've seen her training there and whatever, so I assume that she might be in Rise 10, who knows, but she has started her wrestling career. So anyways guys, let's get started here with Super Smackdown as I drink some of my pumpkin spice cider I just bought today, and tastes kind of weird. Yeah, it tastes kind of weird, but I bought it, so I gotta finish it. Oh god. Wasn't tasting as good as I thought. I don't know. I was just curious. But anyways, we got WWE Super ShowDown. Weird name. It was live in Australia, 5 in the morning, if you guys wanted to watch it live. 5 in the morning for Eastern time and the WWE Network and everything. But between work and like a little outing with my friends and stuff, I was like worn out. I'm like, nah, screw it. I'm not going to watch this at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll just watch it whenever I wake up. WWE Network on command, on demand I should say. Plug. So I watched it then. So anyways, first match we had here was a New Day with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods going up against Cesaro and Sheamus with Big E just there in the background. And to be fair, Big E did behave himself. He didn't do any shenanigans or nothing. And yeah, it was a pretty cool thing. What can I say? Australia, they were just a very wild, crazy, very excited crowd. It's kind of like awesome for them to finally get to see the WWE superstars in person. So they were really giving it up for almost everyone there. And yeah, it was a great showcase. Kofi and Xavier showed off their skills. They're good, like athleticism and everything. You know, Cesaro got to do his Swiss uppercuts. He got to grab one of them and spin them around and try to do like the sharpshooter and stuff. And of course, Sheamus did the bro kicks. Everyone did all their moves. It was pretty cool. Near the end though, that move at the end is like so awesome that I can say like I'm not even mad because I'm tired of the New Day. I love the Bar. Like I wish they would win, you know, the title and stuff. But the ending, man, it's like I think Xavier was fighting against Cesaro. They were like fighting in the actual ring, and Kofi was making sure that Sheamus wouldn't interfere. Sheamus also kind of trying to get Kofi out of the equation. That was like outside the ring. So Sheamus did a bro kick, but he missed. And then Kofi got into trouble in Paradise, and that laid him out. And then like Xavier grabs Cesaro and bent him backwards, almost like a backstabber, just bent backwards like that on the ring, like defenseless. And Kofi got up and jumped like a double stomp on him. So holy shit, like grabbing him, like Xavier grabbing him back while Kofi does a double stomp right on the ribs of Cesaro. And I was like, holy shit, that's like a fucking awesome tag team combination. So yes, they are still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And with a win like that, without shenanigans, without, you know, Francesca or throwing pancakes or other stupid stuff, or Big E cheating, they actually won clean. That was pretty awesome. That was a pretty awesome win. Then we had Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And, I mean, it was kind of weird. Well, first I gotta say, of course, I love Becky Lynch. I love Becky Lynch, and I think in the last episode, the last Hell in a Cell, I already kind of explained the whole thing with how Becky turned heel at SummerSlam, and like even though she's heel, everyone loves her, everyone like roots for her. She's doing like heel tactics, and everyone like roots for her. And Charlotte, despite being the face in the situation, they still boo the hell out of her and everything. So yeah, there was a thing where like Charlotte did like a photo shoot, and Becky jumped her and like posed with her belt like standing on top of her and stuff, and people still cheer. So today in this match, Becky did do a couple of heelish kind of things I didn't really like, so to speak, because there are certain different ways to do the heel things. And, well, basically speaking, they fought it out in a good match, you know. Becky was trying to, you know, work the arms. You could do the disarmer. There was a moment where Charlotte had Becky's, like, leg up against the rope like that, and she just fucking stomped on the knee. And I'm like, ooh, even that, I had to wince for that. And, of course, that would leave Becky's leg sensitive for the, what should I call it, the figure 4 leg lock and everything, or the figure 8 leg lock in Charlotte's case. And, yeah, both girls were fighting it out and doing stuff, but near the end, Charlotte was trying to do the figure 8 leg lock again or whatever, and Becky managed to get out of it, and Becky was like beaten down. She was like winded. She was out of the match. So she gets out of the ring, and she grabs her title, and she's about to fucking walk off like fucking Kevin Owens would do, like a cowardly thing. And they're like, no, Becky, no, come on, dude, no. Then, yeah, I know, she has the champion's advantage. If there's a count out or disqualification, even though she loses, she still keeps the title. But to have Becky run, to have Becky like run from Charlotte, I mean, there's like a cheating heel, a badass heel, but not a cowardly heel. That's more like Carmella and them. Like, don't have Becky do that. Like, don't have Becky pull a Kevin Owens, you know. But yeah, she grabbed her fucking title. She's about to walk away. I'm like, shit, she's running from a fight. You know, like Becky Lynch running from a fight. Like, what the fuck? And Charlotte grabbed her and threw her back into the ring with note that she had the belt. So the belt was still in the ring somewhere. So she grabbed Becky into the figure 8 leg lock or whatever, but as she was trying to do like the arc thing that makes it, I guess, more painful or whatever, and Becky was trying to like, you know, not tap and everything, she grabs the belt because it was nearby, and she actually smashes Charlotte with it, or, you know, smashes like a belt, whips her, that's a better word, whips her with the belt, and of course that's a disqualification because it's used as a weapon, you know. So by disqualification, Becky still lost the match. Like Charlotte won, but Becky's still the SmackDown champion. And yeah, so Becky walked up with the title. Charlotte was like, no, it's my title. What the fuck? It's my title or whatever. So she tried to attack her, but now Becky hit her, smacked her, threw her against like the stairs and the announcement table and stuff like that, and kicked her and crap, and just left Charlotte like a defeated heat there. But unfortunately, like, it doesn't end there because they just love fucking Charlotte. So since this match ended in a disqualification, They're going to fight in the next pay-per-view, a rematch. No, actually, no. It's going to be on Smackdown. So this Tuesday on Smackdown, Paige announced there's going to be a rematch for the title because, you know, this match ended with disqualification. And, like, I don't mind if the belt got in the ring somehow and Becky, like, that was an interesting finish, disqualification, but I wouldn't have been so mad about Becky hitting her with the belt and disqualifying herself if the belt got in the ring some other way. Like maybe Charlotte was taunting her with the belt out, something like that, I don't know. But I just don't like that Becky was trying to run away with the title. She was doing a fucking Kevin Owens. She was running away with the fucking title. I didn't like that. Don't make her to a coward. Like, when the fuck does Becky Lynch run from a fight, man? And people were actually starting to boo. So this is like WWE's way to finally get people to boo Becky Lynch. And I can tell, like SmackDown, they're going to probably replay that part over and over how she tried to run away and stuff to make her look like a bad guy, to finally make people boo her. By just, like, you can be a badass, you can be arrogant, you can be, like, stomping on her. I don't care if you jump Charlotte from behind, because Lord knows Charlotte has jumped from behind so many times since about the time she gets a taste of her own medicine. But it's like with Becky, don't make her a coward, though. Don't make her a coward. That pissed me off. Don't make her a coward. That's very bad taste in my mouth. I didn't like that part. Becky Lynch running from a fight. Like, what the fuck? You might as well have fucking John Cena running from a fight. Undertaker running from a fight. I know Becky's not as high profile as them, but still, Becky Lynch would not fucking run from a fight. Come on, guys. Like, whatever. Anyways, then we had a weird tag team of Bobby Lashley and the return of John Cena with Elias and Kevin Owens. And what can I say? I'm still not that invested in Elias. Elias does have some good skills and stuff, but I just see him as a guitar guy. Most of the match was Owens and Elias like just beating the crap out of Bobby Lashley and not giving him a chance to tag in John Cena. So I was kind of like, well, okay, I guess John Cena's not going to do much. Remember, he's kind of near the end of his career. He's not doing too much. Like the last match I saw was him with Undertaker. That was like a minute or two. I didn't see the match between him and Triple H, so I have to go back and watch it. I think it was the Great Royal Rumble thing, so I'll probably watch that and see how it goes. I haven't watched it, but yeah, there's a lot of things that they do nowadays, so John Cena doesn't actually participate as much in a match as you think he would. But anyways, oh yeah, this stupid moment where Bobby Lashley had the perfect chance to like attack, to tag John Cena, but instead he tries to run towards like Elias or something, and Elias got him thrown out of the ring. So it's like, well, there goes your fucking chance to tag him. So we got another 10 minutes or so of him getting beat up some more. But yeah, once he actually got to tag John Cena came in and he did his 5 moves of doom, which by the way, now it's like a meme. Now he knows what the 5 moves of doom. So he did his, I don't know what his moves are, like his punches, his shoulder tackle, the 5-knuckle shuffle, the AA, I don't know, well I guess the other one would be the crossface, but he didn't do that. But after doing the you can't see me 5-knuckle shuffle and doing the AA, he does his brand new move that he learned in, I think in Shanghai or somewhere. He's been hanging out in like China and I believe other Asian countries for the last couple of months. I don't really know the reason though, but he got more thinner now. He got like thin and trim now. He's not as huge as he used to be. And apparently he trained with Jackie Chan is what they're saying. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what the commentators are saying. So he's got his new move called the Lightning Fist. They actually called out like whatever the actual move is called in Mandarin, I think. So I don't know the actual move, but I know it's basically Lightning Fist, where John Cena basically powers up and hits you. It doesn't fucking punch. And I was curious as I saw it. I knew that he fought in some match somewhere, some home show somewhere in China or something, where he did that move and punched the guy and everything. So I was kind of curious if we were going to see that here, which he actually calls the doomiest move of them all. He's making fun of the fans, saying 5 moves of doom. So the doomiest move of them all. And yeah, he got that on, I believe, Kevin Owens. That's it. 1, 2, 3, they won. So John Cena himself was only in the ring for like maybe a minute and a half maybe, to do his trademark moves and do the Lightning Fist. And I mean, that's all I can say, you know. That's all I can say. It's just, oh, John Cena. But I mean, I don't know. It was funny. So anyways, I can't complain too much because he's near the end of his career, you know. So got a tag team match with Asuka and Naomi versus the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And what can I say? It's kind of funny now they're in a tag team, and I know people might groan because Asuka's supposed to be like this unstoppable force and all that, but I was just laughing seeing like Asuka dance around with Naomi's theme, and she still had the mask on, and she was like dancing and stuff while Naomi was dancing. He did all the lights and stuff, and they were all dancing around, and I don't know, I just liked it. It was kind of fun. Now, to their credit, I believe that, and I guess I can confirm it when they talk, I can hear the accent, that Billie Kay and Peyton Royce are both Australian, so now they're actually in their hometown, and what can I say? It's a pretty good fight. I kind of forgot the details of how they won. I do remember there were some scenes here and there, like both Naomi and Asuka flying out butt first to kick them girls out of the ring and stuff like that, and just their cooperation with each other. But, damn, I forgot what happened. I know Asuka got beat down, which would piss off a lot of people, but yeah, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce did like some kind of combination move with Asuka or something, and they beat her, and I'm like, holy shit. And yeah, what can I say? It's their hometown, and I guess it's good to get some wins. I guess they're gonna build up like some cred because they're able to take down Asuka. They actually had a tag team match on the previous episode of Raw, Smackdown, whatever, and they actually won that one too. So I guess they're kind of building themselves up. I don't know how seriously people take them, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I love Asuka and Naomi, but I guess I can't be too mad. It's their hometown. It's like a feel-good moment that they won in their hometown. So I'll give you guys that one. I'll see what happens. Asuka can get you next time. She'll get you next time, you know. Then we had AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. No count-out, no disqualification for the WWE Championship. But of course, it's much more personal because now they're doing more stuff where Samoa Joe actually showed up at AJ Styles' house. And like apparently at the house, whenever his wife and kid were home, and he's all like, hey, should I come in? You know, hey, daddy's home and all that stuff. And, you know, now it became, I guess, crossing the line. All people are super pissed with Samoa Joe and everything. So this was the match to end it, or we'll see. But yeah, very physical match. Samoa Joe basically comes like a Mack truck at you. Like, damn. Like, he knew that AJ Styles was going to come in all crazy and stuff. So, yeah, they kind of followed up before the match started. But he somehow outlasted him. And, yeah, it was just vicious. It was violent. He was beating the crap out of him. There were some times where, like, Samoa Joe, like things got messed up for him, and it's like, now it's your turn to suffer. There was no disqualification. There were chairs and stuff involved, but there was a moment where they had a table and stuff, and I believe Samoa Joe was on the table, and AJ Styles jumped off the rope onto the table and broke the table in half. But the thing is, the way the table broke, and I guess the way Samoa Joe like got injured, like his knee has a brace on it, was severely messed up by the table. So now it's like AJ Styles' turn to like get some revenge. Starts attacking the knee and smacking it, kicking it, doing submission moves on it, like all kinds of shit. And yeah, those screams are painful. Those screams are painful that Samoa Joe was having out. You always feel bad for the guy despite all his shit because damn, that's not painful. He played it up good. And yeah, in the end, Samoa Joe still tried to get him in a Coquina clutch. It was like 2 or 3 times during the match they tried to do that, and AJ Styles overpowered it every time. And in the end, AJ Styles had him in his own submission move, and this time with zero doubt, without anything fishy or whatever, this time Samoa Joe did tap out, and now we have a clear winner. The AJ Styles is the champion, the WWE champion. He's the WWE champion, clear winner, no doubt, no controversy this time. But we'll see what happens with Samoa Joe. We'll see if it's really the end, or he's gonna, still go around and mess around and be creepy towards the family or something. We'll see what happens there. But right now, AJ Styles won. Then we had, the Bella Twins with Ronda Rousey against the Riot Squad. And what can I say? My biggest rant is I just don't like Ronda Rousey with the Bella Twins. I don't like it. They're taking advantage of their star power. They're taking advantage that the Bella Twins were, of course, in the WWE for a long-ass time. So, they have, like, tenure. They're known. Like, love them or hate them, they're known, So they come back and team up with Ronda Rousey, and I just hope that she gets rid of them soon. I hope they're just there for a while and then they go away, because I like Ronda Rousey on her own or with Natalya or someone else, because she's just badass and someone should be taken seriously. I don't want her with those two clowns. And I'm surprised they actually had Liv Morgan going against Brie Bella, because yes, that's the thing I was going to mention during this match. I think last week on Raw, last week on Raw, what's her name? Brie was doing the yes kicks on Liv Morgan, and she messed up and kicked her directly in the face once or twice, and actually knocked her out. Actually gave her a concussion, and there were times that Liv was still trying to continue the match, basically on instinct, because she was falling over, she was in bad shape, she was fucked up, and I'm surprised they actually got Brie and Liv Morgan to fight each other again, because Brie, besides almost killing herself on suicide dives, literal suicide dives, and botching up the yes kicks, it's she's dangerous to work with. She's so bad now. She's been out of the ring for so long, and of course she had a baby all that time away, but she's botching everything. I'm surprised they had her go against Liv Morgan again. But yeah, so the match is basically, it was 3-on-3, so the girls were basically beating up the Bellas, doing whatever it takes to not have Ronda Rousey in the ring, because yes, once Ronda Rousey got into the ring, she grabbed both Liv and Sarah Logan and grabbed them in a double arm bar, both of them. So of course they both tapped out and they won and everything, and I just don't like it, because it's Ronda Rousey teaming up with them. So the Bellas are having a feud with the Riot Squad, and it sucks for the Riot Squad, because of course Ronda Rousey is fucking unstoppable. It's basically Ziggler and McIntyre having Strowman on their team. They don't need fucking Strowman there to make it worse, and it's the same thing. They don't need Ronda Rousey. I really wish they would break them up. We'll see what happens later on or something, but I just want the Bellas the hell away from Ronda Rousey. God damn it, And, yeah, Ruby Riott tried her best. She had some good moves too, but again, no one can stop Rousey. So we will never get to see the Riot Squad, do all they possibly can do until they get rid of Rousey or have her match some other opponents that could, I don't know, maybe they have them go against the Iconics. I don't know. Just have them go against someone and can show off their skills, because so far the Riot Squad, as awesome as they are, they're just losing and losing, and a bit of it's because the Bella Twins are basically hiding behind Ronda Rousey, So let's see what else. We also, and I lost my page here that had, give me 1 second there, guys. Alright guys, I got my phone back, and I also got my bottle, the actual bottle now. Kind of finished that off or whatever. Not gonna buy it again, I don't think. But the next match is Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for WWE Cruiserweight Championship. It's part of the 205 Live, and what can I say? I really wish the Cruiserweights weren't just separate on their own show. They should be part of the main roster. There's no real intermixing. The only time they intermix was whenever there's a Battle Royale or a Royal Rumble, then of course you get some 205 Live people in there, but they should really kind of intermix them more, because they do have some cross-branding shows where it's Raw champion versus Smackdown champion, but we're never going to see a 205 Live guy versus someone from Raw, and that kind of sucks. They should really mix them up better. I heard 205 Live is better. People are enjoying it more now. I just don't have the time to watch it. And if they ever do a 205 Live pay-per-view, then you need some star power or something, because I think that one, it's not going to go well. I think maybe Rey Mysterio has been signed up for WWE, but anyways, on to the actual match. I do have to say, I feel kind of bad for Cedric, because Buddy Murphy has this big, intense crowd, this big, intense crowd just cheering him on, all the cheers are for him and rooting for him, and Cedric has to feel bad because no one's talking about Cedric, no one cares about him and everything. But after the actual match itself, it was pretty decent. They did some good moves. They both have some very impressive slams. I think there was one slam where Cedric grabbed him and this weird tilt spin, whatever, and just slammed him down. That was fucking awesome. Of course, his lumbar move where he, I guess he kind of falls back and he landed on his knees, kind of like a backbreaker, like a backstabber. That's kind of badass, the lumbar move. The surprising thing is that that's usually his finisher, but Buddy actually fucking kicked out of it, and then Buddy got him in this, I think they call it a pump up power bomb, or no, pump up driver. It wasn't a power bomb. It was like a driver, and it was like, damn, it looks pretty cool. And in fact, that might have been the move that spun them around. I don't know, but it was pretty cool looking. And yeah, Buddy Murphy actually won the title. So holy shit, like title change in Super ShowDown. So that's pretty cool. And the house just went wild. And I just feel bad for Cedric, man. He's kind of cool, but damn. So then we have The Shield versus Strowman, Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. And of course, everyone keeps talking about Dean Ambrose. Is he going to betray them? Is he going to turn heel? Is he going to go against them? And now even like Strowman keeps like trying to convince them to leave them and stuff like that. Like, he wants them on his side apparently. And all the fans are waiting for Ambrose to do a heel turn. And the pay-per-view happens. He doesn't. They're disappointed. It's like, I don't understand. It's like, are you guys not fans of The Shield? Because like, they haven't had time to have a proper return, okay? Like the first time they tried to do the return, I think Reigns got injured, so they got Kurt Angle to take his place. And then Ambrose, of course, now got injured, and they had Gable taking his place. And they kind of like, I don't think they officially said they disbanded, but they kind of sort of did. And now that Ambrose is back, now The Shield is back. But right off the bat, like, you guys wanted to split up so quickly. It's like, let them have an actual, in fact, wait till next year. Wait till Royal Rumble next year to have Dean Ambrose do a heel turn, whatever. Just let them be brothers for this chance, you know? So anyways, what can I say? Similar to how Ronda Rousey's too powerful, Strowman's too powerful, and Strowman's of course just bowling over everybody like they're nothing. He's like the one that's really causing trouble and just throwing Rollins around and throwing Ambrose around like they're nothing. And so anyway, for more doubts, for more of the storyline with Dean Ambrose, during the match, Roman Reigns accidentally Superman punched Ambrose in the face when he was trying to hit, I believe, like McIntyre or someone. And yeah, he sought Ambrose out. And for a while, Rollins and Reigns were in the ring just surrounded by McIntyre, Ziggler, and Strowman. And then, like on the fourth corner of the ring, Ambrose finally gets up, and there was like this moment of pause, moment of hesitation, because now you got these guys around the ring, including Ambrose, and it's kind of like, is Ambrose going to side up with Ziggler's guys, or is he going to actually, you know, help The Shield? Is he going to go against his brothers? Because you know how this is wrestling. Usually, when someone accidentally hits your partner, that's what starts the whole shit. Your partner does not forgive. Your partner never understands it was a mistake or whatever. That starts like a whole new rivalry, you know? So, they got this moment of hesitation. What's his name? Strowman's even doing like a thing, like, well, what you gonna do? And then Ambrose like gets into the ring. There's a moment of pause, and he fucking runs. It looks like he's gonna run like towards his brothers, but instead he runs over to attack Strowman, and everyone starts fighting and stuff. But outside the ring, Strowman basically bowls over Rollins. He bowls over Roman Reigns, and he's like, "Come on, bring over Ambrose." He wants to bowl him over too. He wants to get all three of them. So McIntyre and Ziggler throw Ambrose out. And Ambrose is like all, you know, woozy and whatever. He's in no condition to dodge. And Strowman's about to steamroll him. But out of nowhere, Roman Reigns tackles him, does the spear right through the barricade. And both him and Strowman are out. And Ambrose got to see that, like, he helped his brother out and everything, you know, protecting him from a bad time. And they got back into the ring. So the ring was pretty cool. There was a little back and forth here where Rollins tried to... he did like a super kick to Ziggler. Ziggler did a super kick to Rollins, and during all that stuff's going on, Ambrose actually grabbed Ziggler, did the dirty deeds, and he won. And yeah, The Shield won. They all did their pose there, you know, third person. And yeah, they're still together, and Ambrose actually helped Reigns up, so it shows that there's no, you know, animosity, anything. It's all forgiven. He saw how he like helped them. He protected him from Strowman and all that, so that's pretty cool. And it does raise a question because in the last episode of Raw, Strowman was saying that he wants his team to be badass, you know, strong. He wants his team to have no weak links. And he's like looking at Ziggler as he says that. So basically speaking, during this entire match, if you notice, like Strowman was Strowman, basically, yeah. And McIntyre was, you know, large and in charge. But every time Ziggler got in, he was basically getting his ass beat. He always had to tag out to someone else. But and now, of course, Ziggler was the one that cost him the match. He got taken out by Dirty Deeds, and he cost him the match. So that could give more reason for Raw to have Strowman and McIntyre kick out Ziggler and be like, you're the strongest weak, bye. So we'll see what happens. That would be kind of cool. So instead of all this focus on Dean Ambrose, let's focus on these guys. Are they going to kick Ziggler out? Is Ziggler going to be like the weak link? Well, I guess he is, but we'll acknowledge that. We'll see what happens. And what's going to happen with the brothers, because either, whether or not nothing happened now, Ambrose is still kind of sore that Reigns is like Universal Champion and Rollins is a U.S. Champion, but like Dean Ambrose is like, nothing. He's just there. So we'll see what happens there. But that was a good match. Pretty intense. Love the storytelling. I love all the doubts and everything. And hey, no heel turn today, guys. So, oh God. Okay, so now we got Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I'm not going to go over their long history and all their stuff. And of course, the last match at SummerSlam where Maurice gave something to the Miz that we still don't know what it was. It was something, and Cabal, he knocked out Daniel Bryan and won. Of course, in the Hell in the Cell, Maurice actually got Brie Bella in the pin and they won. But, oh God, so this is like the big match, that was settled in and blah fucking blah. Now it's an extra thing because whoever wins this match is going to face AJ Styles, a shot at a WWE Championship. And of course, The Miz is ready for it. He's the A-lister, and all that. And of course, Daniel Bryan has this huge fan base, yes, and all that shit. Big epic match. The fucking match, I'm seeing it right here. The fucking match was 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Like 2 minutes, 25 seconds, not even a full 3 minutes. What the fuck was that? Like when the match started, it looked kind of okay. They were doing their moves. We got to see the yes kicks. We got to see the Miz, like, taunting Daniel Bryan and stuff like that. And then when the Miz was trying to grab him to do, like, I guess either the skull crushing finale or the Fameasser, one of those moves he was trying to do. Wait a minute, no, the Fameasser is a Ziggler move. Never mind. But it was going to do, I think, the skull crushing finale. But Bryan grabbed him. Did a roll-up pin, and it's like, yeah, roll-up pin, whatever, but then like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, wait, what? That's it? That's it? It was like a 3 count, and the reason I'm surprised is because a lot of matches, like almost 90% of matches always kind of starts with someone doing a real quick pin, but of course they kick out of it because the match just started, but this was like the first pin attempt, and 1, 2, 3, and that's it, and of course now Daniel Bryan's going to face, AJ Styles for the championship or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's bullshit. I actually got up and I was like, that's bullshit. Because even if The Miz is the bad guy, even if The Miz is the heel and all that stuff, I mean, give us a long, decent match. Give us a match that really has Daniel Bryan and The Miz, give it their all. Give it their best effort, man. I mean, they had the storyline where Daniel Bryan had the injured ribs because of the last match on last episode of Raw, whatever. I think it was one of those shows. The Miz like jumped him and attacked him, beat the crap out of him, mashed up his ribs and stuff. So there's supposed to be some kind of storytelling there of how can Daniel Bryan like outlast this match with his injured ribs and stuff like that. But no, all of that thrown out the window. The fucking 2 minute match, 2 minute whatever. Less than 3 minute match. It's just a first pin, and that's it. The match just fucking started, and I don't know. I think everybody was busy with the yes, and all that shit. But you should have been booing the house down. You don't get a match of that quality with The Miz, which I'm sorry, but he's one of my favorite heels. But still, like, even if he was gonna lose, right? Even if he was gonna lose, give us a fucking quality match. Make it that both guys are down and beaten, and you're asking yourself where to gain the strength to keep getting back up. Like, give us an actual match, not this bullshit. Once again, that is bullshit. Like, come on. So anyways, another match I'm not happy with. I guess I understand why, but whatever. Triple H versus Undertaker for the last time. As I guess they had like a long rivalry, and Undertaker always put down Triple H. Shawn Michaels is going to be in his corner. Kane's going to be with Undertaker. Shawn Michaels announced, even though he retired from wrestling, that if Kane interferes, he'll hit him with some sweet chin music. So it's like, oh yeah, Shawn Michaels getting back into the ring. So, yeah, they fight it out the best they could. There was a moment where Undertaker was trying to do the old school, the walking on the ropes, like a tightrope thing. but Triple H stopped him. So I was kind of thinking, oh, okay, maybe Undertaker can't do it anymore. But Triple H tried to imitate him, like, fuck you, man. And Undertaker grabbed him down. And later on, Undertaker did manage to do the old school and slam him on the head and everything. So yeah, he can still do it. That's pretty cool. And the match became, because of course Triple H has corporate power, and now it became a no disqualification match and everything. So they used steel chairs, they used tables, they fought like outside the ring, and they got out the ring and everything, and just, I don't know, they fought against the audience. I really didn't see the point of it. It was just, I don't know, I guess just for the audience to kind of get like a real close-up look at the action. That's kind of cool, you know, have the Undertaker and Triple H walk past you and whatever. But they eventually got back to the ring, they fought some more. One of the things, Kane didn't really do all that much in the match, honestly. There was so many times that Shawn Michaels was interfering, and I'm like, the fuck are you doing, Kane? Get your ass in there and fight, you know? Like, Kane wasn't doing much, and I know that in real life, the guy is like senator, mayor, or something of some city, so I'm surprised he's actually still wrestling, really, but, you know? Like, how do you vote for a guy, if you're like a non-wrestling fan, how do you vote for the guy that also acts like the demon, the demon, the devil's favorite child? How do you, I don't know. There must be a lot of wrestling fans there to like make him win, I don't know. But anyways, there was a time where Kane was on the table and Triple H hit him with an elbow drop, so that kind of got like Kane out for most of the match. Near the end, Undertaker beat the living crap out of Triple H with a steel chair. There was a moment they had a steel chair in Triple H's face. There was a whole bunch of like, you know, Shawn Michaels begging, no, man, no, dude, no, come on, man, please, no, whatever. But Triple H got out of it, and he actually got Undertaker on the ground with the chair in his face, and he actually like stomped on him. I'm like, holy shit, you know. There were lots of attempts to do the pedigree. There were attempts to do the tombstone pile driver. There was an epic moment here, and it's kind of, I don't know, it was weird. It kind of just, like, I know it's supposed to be an intense moment, but I can't help but kind of chuckle. Basically, Undertaker grabbed Triple H in the Hell's Gate, and Triple H, by this part of the match, had his sledgehammer, so he was trying to choke out Undertaker, while Undertaker was trying to, you know, make Triple H pass out with his Hell's Gate submission move, and they both, like, fought everything they can and everything, and they both just collapsed because they're both so worn out and exhausted, and due to the age, it made me think, like, well, it looks like Undertaker and Triple H gotta take a little nap here, you know, like they're just, like, falling over, like a tree falling over, you know, and, like, in the end, like, there was a thing, yeah, Undertaker actually got the tombstone pile driver, but surprisingly, Triple H actually fucking kicked out, so it's like, holy shit. And, yeah, Triple H actually grabbed Undertaker, hit him with the pedigree, and 1, 2, 3, he's out. And I was pissed. I was also saying that bullshit. Someone did tell me that I guess it's kind of fair because on one side, Triple H has never ever defeated Undertaker, so okay, let him have that one. But on the other side, for the new pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, I think it's Saudi Arabia, that's called Crown Jewel, there's going to be a tag team, an official tag team match of Undertaker and Kane versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H. So it does have build up for that. So they are going to fight there, which so much for last time. I mean, technically speaking, it's not a one-on-one match, but it's still Triple H and Undertaker going at it. And I assume, hopefully, that they'll win. Because if they don't, I'm still going to say that's bullshit. So the pay-per-view was kind of so-so. A lot of negative moments. I try to be positive because at the end of the day, no matter what you think or whatever, like it's still fun and whatever, but like, basically speaking, the New Day won, but it was a cool match. Becky won, sort of. Well, she didn't win, but she kept her title due to disqualification. I hate the fact that they had to make her into a coward. I hate cowardly Becky. I hate, let me see here. I hate that Ronda Rousey's with the Bella Twins. I hate the bullshit with the Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, and I don't care the reason. I hate the bullshit that fucking Undertaker defeated Triple H. I know the reasons, but just as a fan, as an Undertaker fan, and someone doesn't really care about Triple H and the authority and all that shit, I wish Undertaker won. I understand why. I still wish he won, but either ways, those things kind of like rub me the wrong way. I'm not even mad that the Iconics defeated Asuka and Naomi because, yeah, it's their hometown. Let them have that win. We'll see what happens. But the The Miz and Daniel Bryan, that got me pissed off. Once again, that's fucking bullshit. What the, like, whatever. Anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here, and those are my thoughts on the Super ShowDown. You guys let me know what you think about it. You guys know, maybe some of the more hardcore fans probably still saw it at 5 o'clock in the morning live, but I didn't. And yeah, I wish this was alcoholic, and I wish it didn't taste so weird. But here's to you guys. Here's Mark Rodriguez. Thank you for watching the Mark Style Wrestling Aftershock reviews, because yes, it's still real to me. Oh God.